What it do with the businesses?
All right. Welcome in, everybody. It is Monday morning, starting the week off right with Daily Bread with Sosa and Rex, powered by PickCity.com. Make sure to jump over to their website, Pick City, and follow them at Twitter at Pick City for all your needs there. The show is also sponsored and powered by the Wise Guys Diamond Club. Make sure to be checking them out as well. We are currently live on Twitter on the Daily Bread Media handle. So if you guys are on there, we'll be monitoring your comments. But a bunch of you were in our YouTube waiting room. So that's the perk if you're a subscriber to us, is that you can wait and not miss a single second of the show and listen to the same ass intro I have to do every time. But shout out to Joseph, Victor Armstrong, and everyone else we're about to power through right here. This is how you get featured on the show. Drop your best bets. People always love to cap when their best bets win in the show. We don't really see it when they lose. But yeah, Serie A Rex is back as Inter's at top of the table. So 17 matches through. When we're back where we belong, it's always got to be that tough Champions League match. Sosa and I get to go head to head. So that'll be fun.
Yes, That's the only thing that I was happy about when they did the redraw. I'm like, okay, get to
So
beat
he was
Rex.
too scared to show up in his jersey today because he knows they're going to get smoked. So I came up in my kit.
Oh, listen to this bullshit. Listen to this. Oh my lord.
All right,
This
let
is
me
what
get
I have
this
to
Twitter
do.
link out now because when I get distracted with our amazing intro, I have to
I don't
see.
deserve this. I don't deserve this. Oh man, if you guys are wondering why we're late, it's because I fucked up. I couldn't my computer was fucking up. And I don't know if y'all know, but I'm a little back on technology. Rex got me there. He's the he's the young whippersnapper. People still say that. Do old folks say that? Am I old enough to be using that term?
I don't know. I don't think you have your AARP card yet, so I don't think you can.
Nah, you're right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So you ready for the quickest college basketball segment we'll have?
Yeah,
Don't bet on any
if you
games
want to talk a
today.
little bit about football yesterday, we can. I know
No,
your
I was
team
about to say
didn't
we're
play.
just going to get to
I know
this, and
your
we'll get
team
to the
didn't play, so
weekend.
you don't care. He doesn't give a fuck. He's like, Eagles didn't play.
No, we'll get to the weekend in
Football
a
didn't really
second.
happen. Like, come on, man. This is
We'll
fucked
get to
up.
the weekend in a second. We just have to get through the college basketball slate. Bet something live. Don't bet anything pregame.
Oh, college ball today? Lord, yes.
Yeah,
You
so
take,
that's about what I was about to say. It's essentially going to be Villanova's offense is today's slate.
take him to church with that, bro.
All
All
right,
day.
back. I mean, I'm happy with what happened with the NFL slate, other than the Niners winning, which that loss from the Birds earlier in the season is really going to bite us if we're going to make the playoffs. But everyone else lost that they needed to, so it was a good weekend. Other than that,
Yeah, hey man, like I said, I'm happy my team got that dub. You feel me? That's really what it's all about right there. Just winning. Beat up on young Joe Burrow and them. They don't know how to win yet. That's totally normal. This Cincinnati team is going to be good for years to come. That's undeniable. It's just they just don't know how to win yet. It happens. It happens. As far as I'm concerned, from what I saw yesterday, my Josh Allen not being good agenda is through the roof right now. I am sad though that he got hurt. That is never my. That's never my. I never want to see that. I never want to see a guy get hurt. I always want to see him, go out there and stink it up under his own accord. That that's my favorite. I don't like for it to be like a situation uh, where I win off technicality. Like all the jackasses that were hitting me up yesterday, like, oh, Lamar lost. Well, he got hurt, dickhead. Like, what did you expect? He didn't play, so I immediately get a pass because he got hurt. Other than that, what else? What else? What else? What
we're not
else?
talking about what happened in the morning.
The Giants stink. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the Lewis stuff. You know what I'm saying? Lewis Hamilton being knighted has some here in the next coming months. He will be Sir Lewis Hamilton. Long overdue, if you know. If you know, you know. Anything you saw yesterday you want to get off your chest?
The Packers Bears flying over was something I didn't expect.
Okay, that's fair. That's
I was
fair.
about to say that's probably the most shocking score from both sides, where can you say Fields kind of held his own, or was it just he
You know
was
what? You
out of
kind
the
of
game already, so it's kind of blanket stats?
agreed. You got to kind of just take it with a grain of salt. I see someone said Cam stinks. Well, if you watch, Cam was actually playing well. He made one bad play in a on a pick, and Rule took him out of the game. But I mean, if you guys have been paying attention to the actual uh Panthers, like from what I'm hearing is that they hate the coach. They fucking hate Rule. So yeah, like, I mean, if you were betting the Panthers yesterday, that good for you. They have showed me nothing to be good on them. Took a helicopter with Adams 2 touchdowns. Yes, sir. Look at bullpen, my guy.
Yeah, but bullpen couldn't show up and say what he wanted to say, so he's going to be there. Nice little dub for them. But so we got over 100 people tapped in with us between our Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. So make sure to give us a like, a subscribe, a retweet, wherever the hell you're watching at. Get us there, because on YouTube we're close to that 1,000 marker. And if you're one of our subs, you get in the chance for a running for $250. If you tapped in with us late, no leans, no bets. We move on. As John Law said, he said it the best way: bet something live if you have to. Let's talk the NBA slate tonight. That's where we're going to kick it off with, and then we'll get into Monday Night Football second.
That's where the money is tonight for me in the NBA. Got a 9-game
to pick
slate.
from.
9-game slate. That doesn't mean bet on every game. It means take good bets and pick your spots, just like in an NFL slate. A lot of people waking up this morning after making, I don't know, 40 bets yesterday, thinking they were going to hit 12 touchdown scores. That ain't finna be it, boy. That ain't it, my boy. Sorry. If you made that mistake, hopefully you haven't been doing it for 14 weeks and you still got some bankroll left. We don't want you out here taking out loans to feed your gambling addiction. We don't support that. In today's slate, I have 4 official plays that I love. I'm going to start with the Golden State versus Indiana Pacers game, and I'm taking Steph Curry to hit 14 3-pointers. I'm lying. I'm just kidding. I'm probably not going to ever touch his 3-pointers until after he breaks the fucking record, because all he's done the last 2 games is take everyone's fucking money. My first play in this game is Malcolm Brogdon over 6.5 assists. I will continue to bet his number as long as it is plus money. He handles the ball. There is no TJ McConnell. TJ McConnell being eliminated gives 2 guys an upper hand here when it comes to passing the ball. That is Sabonis and Brogdon, both of whom have hit their assist prop every game since McConnell has been out of the lineup. Yeah, I'm not touching. But yeah, that is my first official play in this one. Also, the player performance double on FanDuel for Giannis Antetokounmpo, double in a win at plus 162. I got to take it against those bigs. I like him to easily get 10 boards, and I just this Celtics team is less than impressive. They've been terrible the last 10. Obviously, coming off a road trip. Maybe get better energy at home, but I still like Giannis to dominate because he's just the most dominant player in the game. It's just what he does on a night-to-night basis. And those are my first 2 favorite plays. Is there anything that you see?
Yeah, the one my book doesn't have Giannis lines up yet, because I was trying to monitor for him there, because could be a nice night, because this game seems like it's a tough one for it to be going over there. The gross matchups of the night is where I kind of want to be digging at, kind of like Washington at Denver, Sacramento, Toronto is where I like my action. But we're going to start it off with the Sixers going to Memphis. Nice little win Saturday night. I mean, Matisse had the clamps on Curry plus more. I just saying
they
putting
took
the
my
clamps
fucking
on
money. I tell you that.
Nice.
They took my money. Sold the season ones, got new ones, paid even more. I'm an ass. They got me. I was sipping this Steph Curry Kool-Aid. My girl got some awesome pictures though. Like, she got some awesome photos of Steph Curry, him hitting threes, like, after the whistle blew and all that shit. So got some nice little non-actual game photos, but this shit was ugly. In regards to this Sixers game tonight, I am going to Joel Embiid over 25.5. I think he has a game tonight. I think he balls out and does his thing. That's my firm expectation here.
Is Maxey really going to play tonight?
I think he's going to try to give it a go. He obviously came down on his back the last 2 games ago. Didn't particularly look great, but again,
Yeah,
we
because his points is sitting at 14.5 right here. I don't want to ever bet against the Sixers not to get his buckets, especially when he's out there to root against them. But that one could be, if he ain't feeling too high and gets on the court, could be an easy winner for someone out there.
absolutely. And I'm glad you mentioned the Wizards. I'm glad you mentioned the Wizards. My favorite play in tonight's game is Joel over 25.5 at -106. It's my favorite play. I think he easily gets a 30 ball against those big. Steven Adams is not going to be an issue. And when they go small, they have no chance of defending him whatsoever. I do, however, think this will be a slow paced or a low scoring game. Memphis has done a very good job of limiting opponents offensively since Ja Morant has been out. They've played great defense. I believe they've only given up over 100 points twice. Once was against Denver, or against Dallas, but Dallas actually they still stayed under their team total. And the other time they gave up 101, and the team did not accomplish their team under or over. So like the team total for every team they've played since Ja Morant has not played has hit, and it's gone under every game. That is the one thing that you can expect that we've gotten from this Memphis team. They've ramped it up defensively. If you haven't been looking at the metrics and the numbers, he has been doing his thing. Desmond Bane's point outlook. Hey man, listen, Doc Rivers has made it a point of duty to make sure these little guards don't get off. Guards.
He's watched it night in and night out for too long to keep it going.
Yeah, that's just all I'm saying. I do like Desmond Bane, though. I think he's a dog. I think he also has opened the door up for a lot of guys who maybe get overlooked when it comes to the drafting process. He was amazing shooting 3-pointers in the combine, and that's really how he got himself in the conversation. He played at TCU. Nobody cares about TCU basketball. Nope. He played great there, and he performed really well. I love Desmond Bane. I think he's as a scorer, he's been off the chain. He's been absolutely in the conversation of most improved player in the NBA. It's just that certain guys have had, the more impressive big games, like Jordan Poole has gone crazy. A lot of people talking about him for most improved player. Obviously, Lonzo Ball might be in that conversation. But I definitely do believe that Desmond Bane is got to be in that conversation. Play under, man.
Yeah, especially I want to get to one comment. If no Adams and Jackson playing Triple J tonight, I mean, that's just a smart business move on their end. They don't want to get some bad film on their tape from Embiid tonight. So that just helps 25.5 that much more.
Yeah, that's the only one I'm going with.
I don't know. The Greek double-double seems like, I don't know, that line being at 3.
Milwaukee's not just the double-double. The double-double and the win.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying the game's really only minus 1.5 for Milwaukee.
Milwaukee's third game in 4 days. Third game in 5 days.
Gotcha. All right, makes a little bit more sense, sir.
That's what it is. But again, I'm taking the world champs here. I think they come out and they handle business.
All right, let's get to Washington.
And Boston's rested off a road trip. That's why this line is the way it is. If it wasn't a third game in 5 days, or it wasn't some level of travel or work for Milwaukee, this would be like an 8.5 point spread.
Perfect. Yep. Nope. That's why I asked that question, so the people could see why it's sitting there. So let's get to Washington at Denver. We got Denver -4 here, 215 total. What are we liking?
You got quite a few guys out for the Wizards as well. I don't know. I haven't gotten the official word. I believe Kuzma's not playing, which takes me to two players that once obviously there's no line for this guy yet. It's going to be Denny Avdija, who is his number. His like I said, his numbers have not been
released. Bag here,
right? But the pride of Israel, Denny Avdija, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. KCP tonight will have a good game. I have
11.5 is minus 115.
11.5, and I'm taking them at 15 plus at plus 200. Ooh. You heard it here first. KCP is going to have a nice game tonight. No Kuzma, No Kuzma. And I mean, like I said, Spencer Dinwiddie's just a nerd that plays basketball at this fucking point. He sucks. And anybody ever defend that man in my presence, we gonna fight. He sucks. He just a nerd that plays basketball. That he stinks. Crypto my ass. The fuck out of here. He sucks. I'm sorry. He's lost me some money this year, as you can probably see.
I think we can tell.
Fucking loser. Oh,
Does
my
Jokic
Lord.
get a triple-double tonight?
I mean, he could, but I'm not betting it. I mean, listen, he's right there in the MVP conversation. No question. Spence can hoop. Yeah, when the lights ain't on and when the hose ain't watching, yeah, you're right. That's when Spence hoops.
Because on my book right here, Jokic is plus 225 to get a triple-double, which is one of the lower plus money lines to get there. It's his assist that the books don't have slated over 10 here.
Man, the double
and a win is plus 420. Sosa likes that one. I know that.
I mean, bro, it's worth a ticket. I mean, he's been great. I said he wasn't surprised. He's the league MVP. Teams undermanned. The light skinned fool they gave $190 million is hurt again. Dozier's done for the season. They were expecting things from him. My boy is fucked up. Busy's not playing. Monty Morris is the guy that they're counting on. Monty Morris and an 85-year-old Jeff Green. Like, come on. The squad ain't it, but he's the show. I ain't gonna lie. Jokic is the show. There was ever any doubt as to whether he's the best big in the league, then he's corrected you all. He's the best big man in the NBA. I love Joel Embiid, but Jokic is he never misses games. And he's shown his value to
get off this level. Talk. No, I'm kidding. Sosa's right on this one. 100% right.
And I'm a Sixers fan. I love Joel. I think Joel's more dominant as a scorer, but when you look at what Jokic does across the board, you just gotta stop. You can't hate on it. The guy is dynamite. Every night brings it. Home, away, whether it doesn't matter who's in the lineup. You gotta give him his credit. The dude is the truth. No bullshit. I was not a big Jokic guy, but I run him his flowers. He one of them ones. Final play.
There's really only one game left on the slate to get into, but there's three that we haven't covered. What's the one that you wanted to get to before we get to Monday Night Football?
It's in the Houston game.
Ooh, you don't want to talk Miami at Cleveland. All right.
I mean, with Cleveland, the easiest bet will be Jared Allen's rebounds. That's pretty much an auto bet. No Bam. It's time to really start putting Cleveland in discussion as a playoff team.
11.5 minus 115 is Jared Allen's number for that.
We're going to have that discussion. Like, they're a playoff team. I was wrong. They're not ass. They got a damn good coach who knows his personnel. That's big in the NBA, knowing your personnel. Be cognizant of what you have and how to deploy it. He's done an absolutely tremendous job. The best blessing in disguise, like I said before, that this team has had is Colin Sexton getting hurt. Like, you never want to see someone get hurt, but he has really accelerated the development of Darius Garland, who was I got to also say this. Like, when they was playing against Sacramento, Davion Mitchell had that little nigga in the torture chamber. Oh, my God. Davion Mitchell, he Kunta Kente style, clink, clink. I'm telling you, he had that man on 24-hour lockdown. That shit was crazy. I haven't seen – when's the last time you saw someone get called for a 5-second call in the NBA?
Never.
Exactly. That shit happened the other night, and it blew my fucking – I couldn't believe it. So, yeah, I have to throw that out there.
I'm not surprised that Davion Mitchell put in the clamps on people, though. We've seen that for a long time.
At -1, I wouldn't touch that, to be honest. I don't want to – listen, I'm not touching no player performance double that's minus money. All right? Pelican Bay shoe program. You know. Yeah. Federal penitentiary. Yeah.
All right. So what's your play in the Houston versus ATL game before we get to football?
I think the easiest play is Clint Capella's rebounds. I like Clint Capella at 16 plus rebounds at plus 125.
Ooh, you're going against where I thought you would go. Or not where,
Oh,
but
you thought I
everyone
was going to
loves
go with
Christian
Christian
Wood.
Wood.
Yeah, no, everybody loves Christian Wood.
Everybody loves that guy. I personally, he struggles against big men like Capella. I love Christian Wood, but and some nights he'll look like prime Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Nah, he'll look like he's like that guy. And then if you get physical with him, he don't like that. He's skinny. Nothing wrong with that, but he's just certain bigs he just struggles against. The game is the game. I'm going with Clint Capella's rebounds. Um, the only thing that would probably scare you away from this is it possibly being a blowout. I know Houston has fought. They've played very well. They went on a 7-game win streak. They played Milwaukee tough. They played a couple other teams very tough. I have and the thing that really makes me the reason why I'm very happy when this Houston team wins is because of the head coach. He got placed in the most fucked up situation as a head coach with James Harden. He's a black guy who got the opportunity, well respected throughout the league, and they tanked. So when a team tanks, if the organization isn't in it 100% with the coach, they will try to scapegoat him. They will try to make it seem like it's his fault that you've not allotted him with the actual tools to be successful. And that it happens all the time. I'm very happy that we saw this young team respond for their coach. It looked like people were talking about him possibly getting fired. They went on a 7-game win streak immediately. That shows me that these players play for this guy. They like him. And I want him to succeed as a head coach in the NBA because, again, got placed in a really fucked up situation.
Yeah, I was about to say my toughest part of we got ATL at -10, even though the Rockets were on the hot winning streak. When you can bet on Garrison fucking Matthews to Lipscomb alma mater at 12.5 points, it's just like, good Lord,
You got
what
to
the
take it.
hell?
It's hitting 7 straight games.
I know, it's just fucking wild. Undrafted, G League for what, 2 or 3 seasons, and now good for him.
He
But
got the spitter though. He can shoot. He go like dog. That
oh,
one.
I know, but it's 12.5 at -108 is what his number is currently listed at. I never thought on December 13th we'd be talking about Garrison Matthews.
As a consistent NBA contributor or even somebody to bet on, right? That's crazy.
Is he the Tony Roten of this team? Is he going to be the Tony Roten? Someone with
He bet he can really shoot though. Like Garrison got
so
a
is it
shot
going to
to
be
have
TK?
like a I think he has a shot to have like a Duncan Robinson type of deal here. I'm serious.
Oh, all right.
Because you got to think he fits a role that teams have to have. He spaces you got to guard this kid 30 feet away from the basket. Those guys hold so much value in today's game. Like Duncan Robinson can't guard you or me. He can't guard anyone, but he can shoot. And you got to have somebody on defense run around with him the entire game. That's the value these guys hold. And yes, he looks a certain way. That throws in that's part of it. You know what I mean? Those guys.
No, it's just a Lipscomb guy undrafted. No, good for him to putting in the work, but never what I thought we'd be sitting here with that. Any other NBA plays? Because we're about to be at 24 minutes and we still got to talk Monday Night Football.
I think that's all I'm going to really roll with. Also, I see
John Collins props points was the most tempting play of the night for me here.
I saw someone say Christian Wood should be the starting. Christian Wood, Jeremy Grant.
Christian Wood played on 3 other franchises before he developed with the Rockets. He was a 10-day contract guy. That was just pieces in and out to go 10-72.
And then they fired.
He developed so much since the Sixers had him. So
they fucking fired Sam. They should have never fucking fired Sam.
I remember Christian Wood cost us a game because he blocked it and it got called a basket interference, and we ended up losing a game because of that. And everyone's freaking out on Twitter saying Christian Wood sucked. So that was the Sixers process Twitter back then.
Quick take on Tate's assist over 3.5. I'm not betting it. I wouldn't. There may be 5 guys in the entire NBA whose assist I would take that aren't a point guard. I mean, it's not a bad play, but remember I also talk about if I wasn't on the trend early, I stay off it. If it's cashed you out before you ride the wave, that's the rule.
All right, let's get to Monday Night Football. A lot of people are saying this is the Rams' last chance. Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this season for sure. I mean, obviously, you see, McVay obviously has no worries about job security. Neither does Stafford at this point, right?
But
Like
there's no
neither
way
have
that
to
they
worry about.
don't. I mean, they're gonna make the playoffs.
Uh, that's not a
That's
that's
but
not a
that's 6 and 7's the last two spots right there.
yeah, but
Those,
it's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee that they make the playoffs. It's
all
just
right.
like the Bills. Like the Bills are 7-6 right now, and it's no
No, but
guarantee.
that AFC is a different story because 7-5 or 7-6 got the last spot. Right now, a losing record makes it in the NFC. But to get to tonight's game, Arizona -2. You got a total sitting at 51. I guess the biggest storyline and what could determine this game is, can the Rams get to Kyler, bang him up, get him a little bit scared, or does Detroit Stafford come back out and the Cardinals defense confuses him that much? That's basically where the storyline is here. In my opinion, that total of 51 seems a little high, which makes it seem like both of those won't come true and they'll both be balling out. Sosa, any thoughts on the spread or the total before we get to players?
The 2-point spread makes me not pick a winner. Um, I do think this will be one of the most entertaining football games we get all year. I expect
Ooh,
a lot of points. I expect a Monday night fire sale. Like I see the Rams doing everything in their power to win this game. Huge injury for the Rams and Daryl Henderson not being available. That does hurt. I know y'all want to be on the Rams, but I'm not going to bet on the Rams. But I'm also not going to bet on on Kyler and them either. I do, like I said, the over is my play in the game. I think the game goes over. I think we get fireworks tonight. I think we get McVay. McVay's salty right now. Y'all got to understand, like he's been dog walked by his division by teams that he feels should not have beat him. You feel me? As a
yeah.
Niner fan, we have his number. We have his number. The biggest issue tonight, the biggest difference tonight will be turnovers. When the Rams turned the ball over against the Cardinals the first time they played they completely discombobulated and fell apart. When Henderson fumbled, it just changed everything. He just it was bad. Um, I think that tonight we get one of the better. Like I said, I think it's going to be one of the better football games. I expect a lot of points. I have two touchdown scores from each team that I love.
This is one of the biggest lists of anytime touchdown scorers on today's slate because you just have both of these teams who run out a lot of people. Because I was going to say, let's see who you got for this one because there's a lot to pick from.
I'm gonna go with Kyler Murray to get one on the ground at plus 230.
Ooh,
That's one. I am going to go with the Los Angeles Rams defense and special teams to score a touchdown tonight at plus 650. And it's going, again, it's just plus 650. Um, I just have that feeling. It's whether it's a fumble return or something like that. Um,
wow.
I just have
All
that,
right.
that. Last time I had that feeling, it hit right. It hit with New England. That's what I'm saying. Hey, I would not be surprised. I think Matt Stafford to throw a pick, guaranteed. Guaranteed. You could book that right now. Matt Stafford to throw an interception should be at it is at minus 120. Book that. Kyler Murray to throw an interception at minus 130. I think we can book both of them to throw a pick
Ooh,
tonight.
damn.
Um,
High scoring game, both thrown picks. So you're just going to be saying we're not going to see a bunch of rushing attempts here then?
this game tonight should be very similar to those two Monday night class or those two primetime classics we got from Goff a couple years back, where it was him against the
The Chiefs.
Chiefs,
Yep.
and then the second time it was him against the Vikings on a Thursday night when he was dropping dimes. Tonight, I think this is it. I think we get points from both teams. Now on the other side, I have two that I like and a long shot for the for uh Arizona.
All right, let's hear him.
I like Ertz. Someone put that in the comments. I love that. Ertz to score a touchdown at and right now I got him at plus 210.
Yep, same.
And the long shot is Demetrius Harris, backup tight end at plus 1,000. Those are the guys I like for the for Arizona.
All right, going with the tight ends to expose. You just
With
got to be hoping for the red zone because we saw Ertz get his first thing of yak, but ever since then he hasn't been breaking them tackles. So red zone threats, let's see it here.
And now for the Rams, I got to go with Sony Michel to score a touchdown at minus 120. I don't like the juice, but I mean he's literally their only running back. So he's going to get all the carries. That would be one. And the other guy I'm going to roll with is one OBJ at plus 140. I think that he's got the report down. Now gotten in the end zone 2 straight games. He's going to get a decent target share. I mean, obviously, Van Jefferson's an enticing choice here, but I prefer, if I had to pick out of the 3, it'd be OBJ. I think OBJ gets in the end zone tonight. Obviously, Spliff, I think y'all win. I think y'all are the better team. I do think for political reasons, they will figure out a way to make this game come down to the very, very last play of it. And whoever has the ball last probably has that happen. Obviously, it's taken a lot to beat. It's taken a lot to beat this Arizona team. Obviously, Kyler threw a pick against Green Bay at the end when, it really wasn't his fault. I think his receiver just wasn't on the same page with him. And Rasul Douglas did make a hell of a play to end that one. This Arizona team, people aren't talking about. I'm a Niner fan, but I also do this show every day, and I can't be a biased prick. They are a really fucking good football team. They're really good.
Do we think Chase Edmonds is actually returning tonight, or is James Conner going to be still the lead bell cow back?
I think regardless, he's the bell cow. If you've looked at the way that this team has managed players, like I think.
No, yeah, but that's what I was just saying. I saw Edmonds was like trending or could potentially be coming back tonight.
Even if he plays, like he's not getting any of the goal line work. And like I said, the thing is with this Arizona team, they're deep, and that's shown. And they've been very cautious with their players because they know what they're playing for. You know what I'm saying? They know they're trying to win it all, and the regular season success is big. But I saw an interview with Kyler, and he was like, "Yeah, I get it. There's no expectation." He even said it kept the G. He was like, "None of this shit really matters. We got to go win in the playoffs." You know what I mean? And that's
because I've been trying to look for the running back receiving yards for Connor to try to see if I can still get that relatively low. But with the Edmonds status still not released, that's kind of why I haven't been able to get it, because I've been trying to look at that number once it pops. Yeah, no good fresh. You just missed it. You just tapped in right as we're about to wrap it up. We had the NBA to start off our show, then Monday Night Football.
The game got right. How about that, man? Boy, do the Browns suck. Even though they won, they suck. But yeah,
they tried to re-lose it.
That's all I got. My only official play in this game is the over. I think the game goes over easily. Yeah, I think the game goes over, bro. It'll be a close game at the end, like 38-35.
Oh, Sosa freeze?
Yeah, somebody's trying to use my...
Who's trying to hack into you, Sosa?
I don't know. Somebody not in Philly. What the fuck? I can actually read Chinese. Plot twist. It's Mandarin.
It's all right. Someone tried to get into my Coinbase account like 3 separate times this weekend. I didn't even know I had a Coinbase account.
Wow.
Yeah, so it looks like I have to call them soon.
Oh man.
Why are they coming after us today, man? The feds are trying to get us.
Jesus Christ, man! It's not all that stuff. It's all that fucking Diamond Club money, man. Jesus Christ! It's like it's all right. I'm.
I was going to say, you good now? You feel better?
I feel great, man. If you guys aren't locked in with the Diamond Club, you're doing it wrong. Like that Drake song. I got nothing else, man. I got nothing else. I just thank you all for tuning in. Like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel.
So it's just trying to cut it off before the last play gets announced. We see how it is.
Oh no, that's all you. That's all you. That's all you, man. That's all you. Go ahead. You got the last play.
I was about to say.
Y'all know the emoji? This is Rex right now.
Man, maybe we'll give it out real quick. I'm just switching to get the line refreshed up here. I wear a Serie A jersey, and there's one Serie A match today, so we got to bet it. You want a nice little plus money play to end off the weekend here, or to start off the week?
Please.
We're going to go with the Roma team total over 2.5 at plus 146. You can take the over 3 goals and hope Spezia gets you there in case they only come 2, but Roma's bagging 3 today, over 2.5 plus 146. That's how we're going to wrap up Daily Bread. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and we out ya.